Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sean here, and welcome to my review of the combat beta. I tried it out for a little bit, and I just thought I'd give you guys my opinion on it and what I think is going to come of it. Alright, first of all, you're going to see I put 3 different clips on there. One of them is me fighting with melee versus mage, mage gear. I'll talk about that in a minute. Second one is me killing the King Black Dragon. It was just quick and easy, so I just thought I would just kill a random PVM boss. And thirdly is a range versus range fight. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Number 1, the mage versus melee. We both decided to use max gear just to keep it, I guess, a little bit more balanced. You know, I don't want to use bandos while he's using mystic. I mean, that would be very smart. So we just tried our melee versus mage. And what was really interesting is I was wearing full Torva, 2 rapiers, everything, you know, the best stuff, and we were fighting. And he was also using melee, but he was in mage gear, and he was hitting me with the rapier, I believe, and he was destroying me the entire time. Just because he was using mage abilities. I think they're called abilities. I'm just going to call them abilities for this episode, but if they're called something else, you know, get over it. So anyway, I was using melee and with melee gear, and he was using melee with mage gear, and he was destroying me with the magic abilities. And you may be thinking, well, obviously, he's using the combat triangle. Well, the combat triangle is about melee being better than range, range being better than mage, and mage being better than melee. Usually when you talk about that stuff, you're talking about the weapon itself, not these abilities. I mean, I don't think it's fair if somebody's in robes and I'm in armor and he's able to constantly hit really high numbers without even using runes. I mean, that doesn't even make any sense. So, I mean, that was a little irritating. And I'm level 200 in this game, or in this beta, which is kind of neat, because I'm not maxed in real I shouldn't say real RuneScape, in the current RuneScape, there we go. I'm 135, but in the proper beta I'm max level, so I mean, I guess that's kind of cool. But he was level 186, and I was better than him in pretty much everything, as far as combat goes. But he was able to completely, absolutely, 100% destroy me. He probably ate 4 rocktails, and I ate an entire inventory full of rocktails just because of his magic abilities. So I can see that being very, very, very overpowered. If you're going to be using magic abilities, shouldn't you be using a magical weapon? Such as, you know, I mean, the Armadyl Battle Staff, the Polypore, and nobody's gonna fight mages, ever. I mean, melee is the most popular thing in PvP right now, and I don't see people switching from that, just because melee is probably the most fun. And, I mean, when you fight a major now, I mean, generally speaking, you know, they're using Armadyl Battle Staff, and you want to fight them because you have a chance of gaining a lot of money. But in this, I mean, if you 100% know, just because somebody's clicking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 0, minus and equals really, really fast, and you're going to lose, I don't think anybody's going to fight mages anymore. And you say, well, they can use range. Well, I mean, they could use range, but generally speaking, most max players don't go to range, except, you know, change their, not change, but, you know, make it a little bit more interesting. So, why would they do that, knowing melee is like the most popular skills to train in all of RuneScape? I mean, that doesn't make any sense to, you know, put the combat trial in a position where the abilities, like, completely, what's it called? A handicap using melee abilities versus mage abilities, because you're not going to win. Next, I want to talk about is the PVM part of it, the KBD and everything. So I just went to the KBD just for fun. I was using range, and one part in the video, my prayer drops, and you know, I get destroyed and everything. But I mean, that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is how long the fight went on. I was using overload potions in killing the KBD, and I don't have overload potions now, and I definitely don't have Pernix with Chaotic Crossbow, Dragon Bolt's E, and this new super or a turmoil version of melee for range. I definitely don't have that, and the fight went on for like 5 freaking minutes, and it was super boring. I mean, because all I was doing is clicking, and you know, using that good of gear, you would expect to kill him super fast, but not with the combat beta. It seems like the KBD's got so much health, and it takes so much time that nobody's even going to kill it for fun. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like right now in current RuneScape, I could go out there with Black D'hide or Carol's or Armadillo, something that's way less expensive than Pernix. Use weaker bolts. I probably could go out there with diamond bolts or broad bolts and use Eagle Eye and kill it probably less than a minute. But in this game with a chaotic crossbow and all that stuff, it takes 5 minutes to kill a King Black Dragon. And I know I was pretty much soloing it, but still, even solo, it shouldn't take 5 minutes to kill a King Black Dragon with max gear. But maybe that's just the beta. Maybe when the actual game comes out, or not the actual game, you know what I mean, the actual combat system itself, the new one, comes out. Maybe it'll just be, maybe it'll change something. But I don't know. I was really annoyed because I didn't want to go kill the Armadillo and be there for like half an hour, or not even half an hour. It would probably take like an hour and a half just to get the kill count. If King Black Dragon's that powerful. But yeah, we'll just move on. Let's go with the topic of the last one when we were both using range. Yeah, yes, I had a higher range level by far. I think he's 85 range and I'm 96 range using the same gear. I had better defense, better range, and I still lost. I was clicking the power up things, and I know he was eating and stuff, but still, he ate, but I was just still getting absolutely pummeled, even though I'm better in stats. And I don't see that making much sense. Just because you can click the power-ups faster, or, I don't know, maybe use a certain combination when it comes with the power-ups, that you can beat somebody who is better than you stat-wise. And, that just really didn't make any sense. I even had a tortoise, and I don't think he used any of the food from his tortoise, and I still lost. Okay, so for my overall opinion, I'm not really looking forward to it, be honest with you. I think it's going to complex something so simple as, PvP, you eat, you vengeance. I know there's a little strategy involved, but it's nothing like this. And same thing with PvM. I think the fights are going to go on for very long, which is going to make the drops maybe increase. The drop prices is what I'm talking about. Drop prices increase because it takes longer to kill it, but I just don't see how that would be a plus. Making the fights longer and more complicated. So I'm really not 100% looking forward to that. Maybe when it actually comes out, there'll be more helpful guides concerning this topic as far as the combat beta goes. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to me kind of rant. But needless to say, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a like. I love seeing likes, even if it's just a couple. And your comments, if you want to comment saying maybe I was wrong about something in specific, or maybe I was right about something in specific, or give me your opinions, give me your feedback on what I've said and what you've learned from the combat beta. I know not everybody is level 200. I know some people, are of course doing the beta and they're not having any fun because they're stuck in Rune and with the Dragon Scimitar. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you soon.